Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to have a really fun and practical lesson because we are going to learn how to talk about everyday activities using WH questions. You already know many daily activities like waking up, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, going to work, studying, relaxing, and sleeping. Now we are going to learn how to ask questions about these actions using WH words like what, where, when, why, who, and how. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to ask about someone's full daily routine just like a natural English speaker. In real life, yes or no questions are often not enough. If I ask you, do you study every day? You can only say yes or no. But if I ask, when do you study, where do you study, what do you study, or why do you study every day, suddenly we have a real conversation. WH questions help you understand people better, share details, and connect with others. This is exactly how native speakers make conversations rich and interesting. Let's look at the structure for present simple WH questions. The pattern is WH word plus do or does plus the subject plus the base verb. For example, what do you eat for breakfast? When do they go to school? Why does he wake up early? Where does she work? How do you relax? Or who does Arvind meet on Sundays? Remember, with he, she, and it we use does, and with I, you, we, and they we use do. The main verb always stays in the base form. This makes the structure simple and predictable. Now let's connect the WH words with real daily activities. What is used for activities? Like what do you do after waking up? Or what does she cook for lunch? When is used for time? For example, when do you go to sleep? Or when does he take a break? Where is used for location? Like where do you eat breakfast? Or where does she study? Who asks about people? For example, who do you go to work with? Or who does he call every morning? Why is used for reasons? Like why do you wake up early? Or why does she drink tea at night? And how asks about manner? For example, how do you travel to school? Or how does he relax after work? Using all of these helps you talk about routines in detail and makes your speech more interesting. Let's see a conversation in action. Hey Ramesh, when do you usually wake up on weekdays? I wake up around 6. What about you? I wake up at 7. Where do you have breakfast? I eat at home. My mom cooks. What do you eat in the mornings? I usually eat dosa or idli. Who makes your lunch? I make it myself. It is quick. How do you go to the office? I take the bus. Why do you leave home early on Fridays? Traffic is crazy on Fridays. And you? I start work early on Fridays, so I go by bike. Did you notice how simple questions and simple answers make the conversation rich, natural, and friendly? This is exactly how you want to practice. Now it is your turn. I will give you small prompts and you form a WH question and say it aloud. You and eat breakfast what? She go to school when? They relax how? He exercise where? You learn English why? Speak confidently. Don't just think about it, say it out loud. This is how you build fluency and your brain remembers faster when you speak. To make it stronger, practice describing your own daily routine using WH questions. For example, what do I do after waking up? When do I have lunch? Where do I study English? How do I travel? Who do I meet every day? If you ask yourself these questions regularly, you will automatically learn how to speak smoothly about your routine without thinking too much. And that wraps up Unit 13. Fantastic work today. Remember, WH questions give details. Always use do or does for present tense. The main verb stays in the base form. And using WH words helps you talk naturally about everyday life. Keep practicing with your own daily routine. This is the secret to speaking fluently. See you in Unit 14.